Hey guys, it's Leslie. I'm doing something a little bit different today because I've run into some copyright problems with YouTube. 4 out of the 5 videos that I've uploaded to YouTube have been flagged under their content ID system. I think it's like a robot because I only use Creative Commons songs that have been licensed to use commercially, which means I am allowed to monetize my videos with those songs. And so I've had to input copyright dispute claims, and they take a month. And so now everything that I've uploaded I can't use until the copyright dispute is resolved. So, and I have a job deadline for September 30th to do 45 more tarot cards, so I don't have time to do extra videos, but I don't want to not upload. So I thought, well, I am doing art still, and I thought maybe you guys are interested to see how I work digitally. Okay, so welcome to how I digitally clean up an illustration. Okay, so this is a scan. If you can see here, guys, I use blue line, right? And then the reason I do it is because you really don't have to erase a lot of false lines. You can just leave them. I do erase stuff if it gets too muddy and I can't see what I'm supposed to be inking. But with blue line, you just ink over the lines you want to keep, and you don't have to erase, and it keeps your surface of your paper a lot cleaner. So I have scanned this in at 300 dpi on my Epson scanner, and I've opened it in Photoshop. Okay, and so now what I do is I will crop it. Okay, so I go to Command Plus. Command Plus. Yeah, Command Plus, which enlarges my... What the fuck is that I just did? Can you see that line all the way through? Oops. Undo crop, edit, step backwards, edit, step backwards, edit, step backwards. There. All right, so good. Okay, now I need to... So Command minus, so I can get back to here. I don't know when I did that, but obviously when I was moving things around. Okay, so I'm gonna crop. I'm doing this a little bit outside the paper because what I need to use this for, I need a little bit more room than what I've given myself. Okay, so Command plus sign again to enlarge it. And what I do now is Command L. Oops, shit. Fuck you. Okay, Command L brings up your levels here, and levels adjust your whiteness and your darkness of your lines. This first little bump here is your blacks. This big bump here is your whites. And what you can do is pull these little levers over, okay, and you can see it darkening up everything. I always toggle the preview over here because it's just easier to see what's happening. And then I toggle the white, so my whites get whiter and my darks get darker. Okay, and then okay, and then I go to Command U. Okay, Command U brings, and Command is what I use on a Mac keyboard. I think it's Option or something for Windows, I'm not sure. Command U brings up hue and saturation, and now I'm going to pull out all the cyan. This is why you can draw with any of these colors here: magenta, blue, cyan, green, yellow, red. You can draw with any of those colors underneath your inking. And oh shit, do you see that? Okay, here's a treat. I've forgotten to ink this line here, so let's see how you do that. Okay, so what I'm gonna go over is to pencil. It's at number 7, and in order to get the right color, I'm actually gonna just choose the eyedropper here, and then draw it in. Okay? Simple, right? Right. Now we go back to Command U. Whoa, shit. Okay, and so I'm going to choose cyan, because that's what this blue is. It's a cyan. And I'm going to pull saturation way down to -100, and then lightness way up to +100. And see, now all my blue is gone. So I say okay to that. Then I want to move my page around, so I'm going to choose the space bar, and it brings up my little hand, and then with my my mouse or my tablet scribe or whatever, I can pull aside the page until it's where I want it. Okay, now I work on a tablet, but I work on a really shitty little tablet. I have a little Bamboo because I've just never bought a big one. I don't ink on screen. I'm not comfortable with it. I really enjoy inking analog. And so my Bamboo is just for coloring and filling and putting in shadows and stuff. So I've never needed a really good one. Okay, so I'm gonna choose the eraser, and I'm gonna put it in under the block. And I wanna make sure that over here, the black is on top and the white is underneath, because we want to uncover white, okay? So this is the cleanup part. This is going through the entire piece and having it blown up fairly big, and taking out any of these random blobs and marks, because there's always like some schmutz on your scanner. Oops, I still have to crop it. Okay, I'm gonna do that first. Okay, so Command minus. I wanna make sure I crop properly. Enter. Okay, back up again. Spacebar to bring up the little hand, and then move it around. Okay, here's another hint too. If you use the block, and if you push Shift before you use the eraser, or your pencil line, or the inking tool, if you push Shift first, then no matter how much you screw around with it, it'll always do a straight line. That's cool, eh? So Shift and then eraser, and it'll do a straight line no matter what. Oops. Okay, so now I'm going through and I'm picking up little dots and schmitz, and you can clean up crazy line mistakes at this point. Like, I'm not really happy with her lip here, so I'm actually gonna erase it and put in something a little bit nicer that's a little more in line with what it should look like. Now I'm gonna choose that color. There. And that's actually much more suitable to her mouth. Okay, and that looks to be it for cleanup. Okay, now I reduce this, and I will save as Queen of Wands scan. Okay, and that's a cleanup. That's a simple cleanup that gives you a really nice clean line work. What you might want to also take a look at just before I finish up is check out any small areas like this that have enclosed lines, because oftentimes they can be a little bit dirtier than other areas, and you can plop in some white paint jar, what's it called? Paint bucket. paint bucket in there and lighten them up. What can be especially obvious or different are eye highlights. They're often a little bit gray, and oftentimes teeth or mouth areas because it's often an enclosed space. Okay, be careful though. Don't put a lot of buckets like in your background. I'm actually gonna undo it because it actually will start to take away from your line width and your line dynamic. It can make your lines look really ugly, so stay away from that. Okay, so I'm just gonna save that again, and then we're good to go. Okay, so thanks for watching. That wasn't too long. The next one up, I'm gonna show you how I flat and then shadow. This is all grayscale, unfortunately. There's not any, I'm not working on any color right now. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.